If you ever find yourself wrestling with that design brief and looking for a higher fidelity way to do your situational assessment, you may find yourself wanting to engage more nerds in that process. And if you do so, adaptive strategy Knotworking is a particularly effective strategy for understanding what's going on around you and figuring out what in God's name you want to do about it. Now, you can think about the adaptive strategy Knotworking toolkit in a number of different ways, in a number of different resolutions. You can think about it as a way to work the eco cycle at a macro view. You can look at it as a list of questions to work through in sequence. Or you can think about it as a way of just jumping around to whatever topic is most relevant to you as you explore your shared reality together. Now, adaptive strategy Knotworking is more or less a list of 6 questions. Question 1 is a one around purpose, and that is what makes our work matter? What makes our work significant to us and our wider stakeholder context? Question 2 is a question around context, or around baseline, pardon me, and that is where are we starting from honestly? Question 3 is that around context, and that is what makes us need to change in this context. And question 4 is around challenge. And what paradoxes do we need to get right in order for us to make progress in our context? Question number 5 is one around the possible paths forward, and that is, with all we've learned, what's possible now? And question number 6 is around taking action and sensing into possibility, and that is, what are the next steps? And how will we know that we are making progress? Now, you can just set yourself up a scribe and work through this list of questions in sequence or out of sequence with a group of nerds. If you found that that was lacking and you need a little bit more meat on the bones, you could run through each question just by using 1, 2, 4 all, and in 90 minutes having a higher fidelity participatory answer with a larger group of people potentially. Or if you find that you need more fidelity, more meat on the bones for any particular question, you could always grab a singular liberating structure and answer that question at length by taking the time you need to include and unleash everyone. Now, there is no one way to go through the adaptive strategy Knotworking toolkit. I will entrust you to use the minimum amount of time or the maximum amount in according to your own best judgment. Good game, nerds. Good game.